Hey guys, what's up? This is John Knox from Team Empire. I had a lot of people asking about my Tigerless GB deck that I played at YCS Charlotte to an 8-3 finish, losing to Gravekeepers on the bubble. I'll get to that later. So without further ado, here's the deck profile. For the monsters, we have 2 Gutter Beast Laquari, 2 Quest, 1 Darius, 1 Hoplamus, 1 Murmillo, 1 Bestiari, 1 Rediari, 3 Thunder King, and a Spirit Reaper. Big thing here is the 3 Thunder King. A lot of people told me to play 2. The top 4 decks going into YCS Charlotte were X-Sabers, Gyzarus, Samurai, and Gravekeepers, and this card absolutely slaughters them. Literally, like their dualities, their terraforming, ravine, dark soul, smoke signal, just everything. It just shuts down the entire deck. There's no reason not to play 3. Is really, really good in this format. Also, the lone Spirit Reaper make more sense later. I play a lot of defensive traps and just like opening just dprison or bottomless their monster, and then flip or summon Reaper and just swing. You get pluses so easily. You can draw up their warnings, their dprisons, their mirror force, stuff like that. It's a really good, solid all-around card. I had a super. I gave it to my teammates. Moving on to the traps. 3 War Chariot, 3 Dimensional Prison, 2 Bottomless, 2 Solemn Warning, 1 Solemn Judgment, 2 7 Tools, 1 Call of the Haunted, 1 Torrential, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Mind Crush, and 1 Trap Stun. The Double Stuff on Tools was I was expecting a lot of like Trap Stun High Inlay stuff from Sabers, and also with Tigerless GB you need to maintain control of the board. So if I went second, I'd set 7 tools and then summon on my next turn so I could stop their warnings, bottomlesses, solemn judgments, stuff like that. Torrential Tribute, a lot of people told me not to play. They said, you know, you need to keep a GB or a Thunder King on the field, blah, 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 stuff like that. That's true, but when you have decks that overextend, like Samurai, Sabers, White Sword, Torrentials is really good, or when you just like don't open with a monster, it helps you play around that. Also, Call of the Haunted, I had a lot of people try and play Pot of Duality on me with it on the field, or they would like just like drop Chaos Sorcerer or summon Synchro and waste a lot of resources to get back to it, or they Dark Hole it and then I just Call the Haunted it back and you're back in the same position you just were. So yeah. Also, with the triple War Chariot, triple dprison, I've seen a lot of people playing 2. I think 3 is really, really necessary. I actually tested it Friday and started playing it Saturday morning against the Samurai. It's your good comeback because you just go summon a Glad, set War Chariot, set dprison, go and play out of the first turn Shein from there. Onto the spell lineup, 3 Forbidden Lance, 3 Proving Ground, 1 Book of Moon, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Reborn, and 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. Space is really necessary right now because of Gyzarus, Gravekeepers with the Neckar Valley, and the random roll decree that obviously really hurts this deck. 3 Forbidden Lance. This card was nuts all freaking day against the Frog Monarch deck. You negate their Soul Exchange, their Econs, which is pretty much their only out in the bad matchup. You negate the dprison, you go into gyzarus, and they Starlight Road you randomly, and you just flip Forbidden Lance and say what's up. Triple Proving Ground is actually really easy to go into gyzarus with this deck. You just pretty much, you know, dprison or bottomless, and then you just Proving Ground for Bestiari, go into gyzarus. 7 tools are warning, or just trap stun, and then there you go. You gain a lot of advantage off that play. With the side deck, Double Dimensional Fissure, 2 DD Crow, 2 Chain Disappearance, 2 Cyber Dragon, 2 Fossil Dyna, 2 Kinetic Soldier, 1 Starlight Road, 1 Effect Failure, and 1 Royal Oppression. And a lot of people tell me try and play 3 Dimensional Fissure because they said, you know, DD Crow is not good, blah, 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 blah. I really like DD Crow because when the frogs open up double Treeborn Frog, or you hit their Phalanxes, or their Dark Soul, or you can stop the Pot of Avarice, you can prevent them from dropping Chaos Sorcerer, Judgment Dragon, Darkroom Dragon, just stuff like that. It's a really good card right now. I liked it a lot. Also against Vayu Turbo, you just remove the Sirocco, their Vayu. Just seems really, really strong to open with. Chain Disappearance is a nuts card right now. You hit their Kageki or Kagamusha, you hit their Dark Soul, you hit their Phalanx, it hits every single card in Chaos Plants, you hit their Treeborn Frog. Card is nuts. Play 2. Just do it. Cyber Dragon, obvious. Fossil Dyna, really, really good right now. It's your comeback card against Samurais when they open up like You know, keys on, Grandmaster, Shein, you just go set, false mana, set 3, go. They swing, you get the +3, assuming they don't have the Megatama, and then you play it out from there. Double kinetic for the hero matchup and for Samurai. Starlight Road really wasn't good just because GBs and Blackwings aren't a big part of the meta, and with X-Sabers, I mean, it's hard to play around the trap stun high and lay play, but you just affect Veiler or Thunder King, 7 tools, whatever. So I've since dropped Starlight Road and put in what I should have sided for the event and kicked myself for a later Nobleman Crossout. Really, really good card. If you watch my teammate Thomas's video on proper side decking tips, he asked a bunch of GK players, and it is the most devastating card to them. So because of that, I've decided to main it now and drop a Forbidden Lance. Also, another card I've been testing that's been working out really well is Enemy Controller, and dropping a Proving Ground. For that, it helps you get out of OTKs. It's really good in the mirror match. You know, just an all-around versatile card. Royal Oppression, I found myself siding in almost every game, and have since moved to maining it just because you pretty much you stop their synchros, their chaos switchers, their JDs. The card is nuts, this format. It stops everything. I know people don't like it in GBs, but honestly, if you open up with like a Thunder King or a Laquari with like a Lance, and then you just go flip Oppression, you can ride that all the way to victory. Also, Mind Crush was really, really good. I only opened with it twice in 11 rounds. And when I did, it was clutch, but I found going second with it really isn't good, so I moved that to the sideboard along with another Nobleman or Crossout. Opening with the game 2, every single deck in the format searches, Pot of Duality, Terraforming, Dragon's Ravine, Dark Soul, Shein Smoke Signal, you name it. Pretty much opening with this card can win you the game because you just Mind Crush, call whatever they search for, see their entire hand, or if you can read your opponent, just do it like that. On to the extra deck, which I didn't really cover. Heraclinos, I only played 1 because I only went into it twice in 11 rounds. That was against Samurai round 9 to prevent the Dark Hole play. Yeah, kind of random. Double Stardust, Brionac, Black Earth, Catastor, Magical Android, Gaianite, Colossal, Army Arm, Scrapdragon, and Chimera Tech. A lot of people may not get the synchros, but they're actually very carefully chosen because of the effect Veiler with the 3 and 4-star Gladiator Beast and the Spirit Reaper, and also you do play Monster Reborn, so it's really easy to get synchros off and win with that. Moving on to the end of the video, check out our forum, check out our YouTube of Team Empire, let me know what you think of the deck, let me know how you do at YCSs, regionals, stuff like that. Shoutouts to my teammate Thomas Bowe for going 8-1 with Chaos Plants at Philly this past weekend. Also check out his proper side decking video. He has a lot of good insight. Shoutouts to my other teammates Courtney Waller, Kyle McCree, John Bui, and Kevin Holloway. With that, also, you want to know what happened to me. Round 11, the guy opened, double Solemn, Warning Solemn, Judgment, Gatekeeper Spy, Necro Valley, and dprison. There's honestly nothing I could do. Game 2, I trap stun gyzarus him, and he flipped my body as a shield. And I was like, get the hell out of here, right? Anyways, hit us up, let us know what you think. Rep Team Empire, John Knox out. Peace.